Hello Libra, thank you for clicking on my channel and welcome to the journey home. My name is Catherine and I live in Nova Scotia. Coming to you from my kitchen slash dining room area because I turned my office into a winter garden. So it looks like I'll be doing my readings for the winter out here. This is your December love reading. Cards were pre-shuffled to save time. So let's begin. The head of your reading that is going to affect all of the cards that are laid out here will be the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Wands now, the Hermit, the Moon, and the Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles, the Star at the heart of your reading, along with the Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, Fortune's Wheel, or the Wheel of the Year, and the Hanged Man. Quite a few major arcanas in this. Two here, 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 here. The Knight of Wands, many perceive that to be a player. Some of you may be dealing with a player, but the Knight of Wands also signifies blockages that are being removed, clearing the path. We have the King of Wands and the Hermit. So the one that you love may have gone into hermit mode, or you yourself, but this is also energy of being, well, it's fire, so it's passion. This is of loyalty, so if some of you, your loved one has gone into hermit mode or seems to be detached from you, it doesn't look like it was, you may perceive it as, are they playing with you? But the King of Wands is about loyalty and faithfulness, willing to pick up the slack, has your back, and there's reciprocity here. So for a few of you, it may be a mutual breaking up, because this is a new beginning. You can see the horizon at a greater distance now because you're flying high. You're coming into a higher conscious level of understanding and knowledge. Some of you are just coming to a higher level of understanding the one you love. But there's reciprocity, equal give and take between you and this person. We're seeing deep, deep love here. So for some of you, maybe it's just understanding that they are on a part of their path that's needing to be taken. They're doing some left brain thinking, or maybe this is you, Libra, doing some left brain navigating. The Hermit holds the light of the right brain that was given to it by Source. That's your creative side, your intuitive side, psychic. And this is your path, your long life path, purpose, mission. And it would seem, Libra, you're on it, being guided. So for some of you wondering about a person who has, maybe you haven't been in contact with lately, or they've seemed detached, they're returning. There is a return of something from the past, some energies of the past returning. may be an opportunity for you to face certain things of the path, on the path, that have needed to be looked at logically, changed, removing of old energies. Now, with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, this is about a difficult decision between head and heart. Logically, do you cut this person out, or the emotional factor? Do you wait? But this decision seems to be out of your hands. This is part of destiny here. Whether this is the final break or moving to a higher level of relationship. This really feels like, Libra, it's up to you. So perhaps it is you that is withdrawing to do some thinking, meditating. Understanding comes in here with the Star card, Aquarian energy. We see Aquarius, we see Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Scorpio. Is this an outpouring of love coming towards you, Libra? It looks that way. Seems to defy logic. Now, I have felt very compelled with this card to explain to people that when it comes to the Wheel of the Year, we can repeat cycles all we want. However, most feel like when you're repeating a cycle that everything is the same, and it is not. Every turn of that wheel, what we return to, we land in a place that is usually of a higher conscious level, or maybe a demotion, maybe some fall to the dark side. It seems in this world a lot have done that. But it is for the greater good of evolving for humanity. So as we turn on that wheel, each time we come back to that position, we're not at the same level of experience. We are coming into more novelty, more experience, more understanding. This seems to be happening to you. And in light of the world situation, that's happening to a lot of us. This is about change your mind, change your thinking, looking at things from a completely different viewpoint, which this is pretty powerful energy, Libra. Truth, seeing beyond the horizon, and there is this gift waiting for you. Is this the gift of love? This King of Cups, he's the King of love, deep emotional attachment. This energy, he is wise. He, she, it doesn't matter. It's the energy. Divine masculine, divine feminine. A lot of wisdom here. He is able to release you into yourself without condition. This is unconditional love. But he is there to hold out his hand. Right here. He is there to hold out his hand and help when you ask for that advice. So this is a new cycle you're coming into. And it really does feel like you're coming into being at the right place at the right time, or is it an initiation here I'm seeing of who you are as a core being. The Eight of Wands is clarifying the Knight of Wands. So, in some cases, this could be all this communication is coming in saying, you were dealing with a player, and here's all the evidence. That could be. But it is communication that is going to remove blockages, things that you have possibly questioned in your mind. This is opening up your path in a, I was going to say dramatic, so maybe for some of you it is, but this is going to open the path for you where there's your sight, the clear path forward on this journey, and it is part of your mission. It is part of your path to be in this experience. This loyalty, faith, help is healing. This could be an emotional healing, physical healing. This one would sit by your bed and hold your hand while you come out of a, or you know, maybe you're, if it's a physical ailment. So detachment has a lot to do with being busy, being unable to, not unable, but the focus is now on work, home, priorities. This shows you being very busy in December, or perhaps this loved one that you came to see this reading about. Yeah, it's priorities, logic, necessitating walking that part of your path alone, or they're part of, you know, it's something you can help them with. It's not something they can help you with. This is part of your path. And this multitasking is successful. Again, this really feels like this reading is feeling very much like, guess what? This December, you are experiencing why you're here, what your purpose is, what your mission is, this life path. Yes, expect a revelation in December, a light being shown to you. Step this way. And you may be hesitating, but you are being guided by divine feminine here. That once you take that step, you get the big picture. You get to see over that hill. The Emperor is about taking control of your life. But this can be the energies, because this is a love reading, of protection as you go forth. This could talk about travel. There's divine feminine again. I saw a video recently about cats being Arcturian. I never watched the video, but I kind of chuckled when I saw the title. Emperor is always in battle gear, ready to protect his empire. Nobody's going to hurt my family. Nobody's going to hurt what we have created in our kingdom together. So at the crossroads, you may be entering here some unknown territory or unexplained, not unexplained. So if you're leaving, say this is about travel. This is ensuring that the home is protected while you're gone or they're gone. There's protection here. This is feeling very much like protection. These cards are all willy-nilly, and Spirit seems to be having me lay them out this way. Sorry about that, Libra. Shite happens. Six of Wands, that's victory on this path, this mission. That is the marriage wreath. This is about being the role model, the hero. People admiring you, looking up to you, How did Libra deal with this? Wow, they dealt with it beautifully because that was part of your path. That was part of your destiny. One of those inevitables. The return from the past. Someone who's been in hermit mode is returning. Maybe it's a Virgo. This is a Virgo energy card, which, looking deeper, Virgo is about purity, perfection, getting things right. We have the Devil card, and we'll put on the Star. Now, I was going to say divine intervention, but I think it's a little more than that. This has a lot more to do with your intervention. Understanding what codependency means. You know, when we're in relationships where we're repeating a pattern that is toxic. All relationships are codependent. But when one asserts power over another, mind manipulation, guilting, things like that, this is what's being brought to light in order to break these chains. Reflecting. This is shadow work. Shadow work. And with the Hermit showing up twice, that's not too surprising. Karma. Is this something to do, Libra, with when I see this card, I always feel like this has to, and yes, this has to do with generational, because it's clarifying the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, pulling your part, pulling their part. The King of Wands does more than his part. He picks up the slack when you can't. But this reciprocity, this flow, this feels like generational karma that's being dealt with. So it does not carry forward in this new cycle. Because you are beginning a new cycle with clear sight. There's some crappy stuff being dealt with. Shadow work. Inner work. Now I'm seeing more logic than emotional. Priorities being set, discussed, dealt with. And this may be that you have to act fast, or because of, I said by the end of the year we're going to go through this incredible, well, we are going through this incredible change in the world that will affect us in this new cycle going forward. A new cycle for this earth, this planet, humanity. So it's rather like hitting the ground running, shuffling to, because things have changed. Okay, so now we have to get rid of this and bring in this. Look in the pantry. This is just an example. You know, looking in the pantry, and these goods are getting old, so they have to be recycled out, and maybe that's a bad explanation for what I'm feeling here. But you're adapting to the changes. And shadow work is not easy. It's humanity is going through a near-death experience. And this is why you're here. This path, this reading is showing that you're on this path, and you are on the path to victory. But you're seeing things, Libra. You're seeing things. Look at this. Now, the imagery of this is like, how do you see above the horizon if your head is down in the down position? Well, Christ said, turn everything upside down. The world is like a mirror. Not in those words, maybe, but something to that. They found that those sayings. I think it was in the Nag Hammadi. But he does say it in the Bible about changing your mind. This is a different perspective you're receiving. And of course, with everything that's going on in the world, it's a shock to most people. I would say 90% of the population are shocked. But now your perspective is different. Moving forward in truth, understanding. The prize is coming, Libra. Look at that. You and your power. This is Libra energy. Justice. Justice when it comes to love. Not fake love, player love. Balanced love. I think this is why the Hermit is showing up. Doing that logical side of the brain is necessary at this time. I mean, if the carpet is being ripped out from under us globally, then we have to look at things logically going forward. But at the same time, I really need to point out, Libra, we're going into sci-fi world. People are becoming more, the energies that are coming in from the solar center, not solar center, the galactic center. And I did a video on regaining our telepathy. So people will be more intuitive, paying attention to that intuition, to those little things that happen around you, is going to help you balance that logic with love. So even though this is all like logic, shadow work, prioritizing, working hard, collecting and gathering together what needs to be done, the balance comes with love. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? The lovers. We have divine. The divine timing. Divine. This new cycle. This new cycle is bringing true love. The understanding of what true love is. Gemini energy. You may be disappointed by that perspective. So for some of you, if you are leaving a love behind, they'll be back. You may be disappointed on how it worked out, but they'll be back. You'll be able to look at and see and even discuss what went wrong. And I don't think this is about blame. I think it has to do with love. And not unconditional love in the sense like it's okay if you do the codependent thing. It's just part of life's lessons. How to allow others be on their path without interfering, but merging together for a time and separating for a time. Now, that separation may last a day because they go to work, you go to work, and you join in the evening. It may be something completely different. But there is something beautiful here coming for you. Not coming for you, available to you here. You see this energy? She's holding a cup, which you're not noticing just yet because you're still in that hermit mode, reflecting, looking at all the logic. Whereas this energy, it's not even about logic anymore. It's about seeing things differently. Being able to love because you're in the right place in your heart. It's right there. It's right there. I hope that was helpful for you, Libra. For the month of December, this was your love reading. Check out the website. I've been having some fun over there, experimenting with astrology, AI, etc., etc. Link will be in the description below. But thanks for joining me. And for my subscribers, God bless you. For those who haven't, please do. Bye-bye for now.